What do we got? We got ourselves to go over with a Team Crazy Kitty with Christina in the back. We got ourselves Raikou, who just got to play an interesting game. Rimuru, just a farmer. Just a farmer in the field. This Stormwind Alliance was like, you gotta fight. You gotta fight for the people. And it was like, alright, maybe. That's gonna be Jaina as well. On Team Red, we got ourselves ATS, Divas, Josku coming in first as a Holy Death Knight with Julie in the back and Smurl. Oh, I like it. I like that Mox World. I like that lumberjack setup you got going on. Josco playing on a Holy Death Knight. Even got the axe for it too. Even riding the mount for it too. Look at that, dude. It's a tombstone axe and you got an undead mount. It could be more perfect. I would say that King's Rest mount would probably be better because it's like an undead rapture. And you have like a full attire from BOD. That will look cool. Janes are doing so much damage to Josco. Dropping him like a rock right now. Massive annihilate. It's actually just annihilating through his health and it's going to fly up in there. Josco's Shield of Vengeance. Josco's AMS is not going to hold up for those. Oh my god. I call it Shield of Vengeance, first of all. It's AMS. And second, I actually thought he might be able, it might hold on long enough where he doesn't get sniped, but he just got sniped. Janezar got damaged. What was that? That's not even metamorphosis. He obliterated him in a demonic I-beam. That was just demonic. Look at Diva just throwing crucibles at Janezar. Look at just throwing flames at him. He's gonna trick it out of the sun immediately with an interrupt on Janezar. Oh my god, just obliterated through Divas right now. Health-wise, and it's gonna go for a counter-strike totem. Needs to eliminate that counter-strike totem immediately. Actually, just gonna back up a bit, get a bit of an imprison. Ghost moves are up for Divas, however. And Janezar going back to that counter-strike totem. Does he kill it? He's getting hit by it. He's getting zapped by it. It's doing quite an okay amount of damage. Sundering down onto Jane. Divas needs to come back here, man. He just needs to get a setup, man. Got a capacitor totem. I think got eliminated, or Janezar got out of it. Tried to go for a hex. Not like looks like it's not gonna happen. Does he land it? No. Shadow Melt coming in just so he can get a little bit of a reset, and it's gonna go for a metamorphosis through that hex. It's actually using meta to dodge that hex. It does make him immune to CC for a quick second while you are transforming. And Divas has safety tricky coming up. Needs to go for a self-heal ASAP. Needs to go for some counter-offensive or some counter-strike totem coming down. The Janezar killing. No, he actually just blasts through that counter-strike with huge damage. What is this DPS out of this man? That's insane. We've seen Demon Hunters running around and having incredible heals. And they do have good wombo combo with an IBM, Blade Dance, couple of Annihilates in there. You know what I mean? But he's just shredding through people. Sun onto ATS. He's gonna trick out of it immediately with a breath of the Janezar. Playing fire instead of arcane. I like it. He's gonna try to go bowling for soup, man. Bowling for soup. Not gonna happen. The Janezar is gonna trick it this a little bit early. And ATS try to go for a cannibalize. Can't even cannibalize, man. Not even giving the boy a little bit of eats. Boy gotta eat. Can Janezar stop this Greater Pyre? He's gonna have to take one to the face. Darkness coming in. Dodged it. He actually absorbed it with darkness. What RNG? Darkness only has a chance to absorb things. He actually absorbed it into the darkness. That's crazy. With an I-beam, now he has the big damage rolling. Try to avoid the Dragon's Breath, but he's still gonna get hit with the Polymer. That still could be lots of CC for ATS to send a Greater Pyre with the Ring of Frost over at Janezar with a second Greater Pyre to the face. Doesn't have darkness for this one. Might have to blur it, and that's exactly what he does. Drop to about half health. Still gonna go for a bit of a blade dance. This is gonna be cooldowns out of ATS. Can Janezar take those cooldowns away? Needs to take him off. Cyclotronic doing lots of damage. 100% crit from a distance. Is gonna land a stun to stop ATS from afar. Janezar's looking to back up, and ATS is not gonna let him go into a couple fire blasts into a pyro. And Janezar does need to start burning the Crucible Flames for a self-heal. ATS ducking behind the corner in order not to get hit by that I-beam and dropping down a massive meteor onto Janezar. But ATS health is not looking good anymore. He got temporal rolling, trying to use blinks to stay away from Janezar. He used to use roots, breaths, everything he's got to his advantage here. It's going to be a long-range stun into ATS. Won't be able to go for Greater Pyre with an Imprison to follow, where Janezar is actually going to be able to go for offensive finally. I-beam coming out, does get hit with an interrupt, does double bubble himself with a safety trinket. That's gonna be a Ring of Frost from afar. Does ATS go for double pyro? Can he land 2 pyros in? Is he gonna be able to land a second pyro? Jason is trying to see if he can just heal through the damage. That pyro does connect, but he still has a fair amount of health. How is this? He survived double pyro to the face. A third pyro coming up, and he's gonna go fly up in there. It doesn't reach. I think he actually might have gotten out of the reach. That's going to be Fell Lances from afar. And ATS Cauterize actually does proc through all this. Needs to shield himself immediately. Janezar, how is he doing the things that he's doing? Breath onto his face right now. ATS trying to see if he can drop a Meteor. Temporal coming in. He's going to try to blink right on top of the Meteor. Janezar. See how his Demonic rolling for just a little bit. Blade Dance. ATS is just hanging on by hair. Just any attack from Janezar, and that's going to be it. Greater Pyro does go out. You trick it out of the root just to get an interrupt onto ATS. Doesn't want to give him an opportunity. Breath to follow. Ring of Frost. Could ATS come back here with a Greater Pyro wombo combo? Does he have this? If he has this right here. If he has this Fireball, Greater Pyro, couple Pyro Blast maybe. Does have Combustion. Get his stone on his Combustion. And I-Beam just obliterating him through. That was his one chance here. And Chile poking out to get a stone onto Janezar immediately. Needs to stay super hyper offensive with his Demon Hunter. Getting that Mindbender in there. 5 minutes and only 4% dampening. Janezar's going to start to see a detriment to his healing. But the damage alone, like how do people deal with his damage? How do people deal with the damage? Janezar did use the Mindbender just to get himself a better resource. Doesn't work out with Julia. Julia has plenty of CC. He's going to have to make sure he has a couple of the cooldowns ready so he can just get around on top of Julia and start doing damage. Going to be a silence onto Janezar in the opener into a Fear to follow. He's just going to have to walk him in that direction. And Julia is not going to start using abilities until he's the max distance, but that Metamorphosis does him cover so much ground in a single bow. And that's going to be a stun onto Julia. As Julia's going to have to go for a trick of stun here. Back into Janezar. Look at the amount of health this man has already just from a little bit of time he spent in meta. And Julia's going to go with Vampiric Embrace. Void Form trying to go for self-heals as well. But they don't have the same healing as a Demon Hunter does. The self-sustain is just not the same. And Janezar is just staying out hyper offensive on a Disperse. Continue to strip buffs off of Julia. Just not let him go. That's going to be finally Moments of Refuge with that Greater Fate. But that's going to be a heal that gets interrupted. Silence of the Janezar. Julia, do they have anything left here? Trying to get the Void Bolts going. But Janezar's health was the same the whole time with just how much damage. Just raw damage as this man puts out. Into an Imprison onto Smurled. He's going to bail out of him for a second, get himself another I-Beam. Smurl needs to go for some damage himself too. Smurl is going to have to go for a big setup here, big damage back to back. Stun onto him, gets a stun onto Janezar, trick inside of it immediately. And it's going to go for a Crucible offensively. That's going to be a Reflect out of Smurl. Didn't reflect a single spell onto Janezar. Hopefully, probably should have kept the Reflect for this right here. Maybe we might have been able to reflect 1 or 2 lances back. But you have to juke it, book it out of there behind a wall immediately. He's gonna go for a bit of food, yeah. And Janezar is just fine resetting too. He's completely fine resetting. Actually, nope. Or is he? He is kind of walking up with Smurl. He's just gonna let him reset. He doesn't care. He's like, yeah, you go ahead and reset. I don't care. You're just waiting. Just healing to full. Go ahead. What is that? It's like a skull. Is that supposed to be like a skull of Gul'dan maybe? Like it's like an Illidan skull of Gul'dan thing? Is Janezar just messing with the guy at this point? I think he is, dude. I think he is. It's going to be a bit of a backflip. I wonder if you could dodge a Stormbolt while you have evasion up. I think you can, technically. So maybe if he gets blower up and running 50% of dodge, it's pretty good. He's going to get interrupted on his cast as he tried to get the I-Beam rolling. Still getting Metamorphosis. And he's going to go for double Crucible into Smurl, which is a lot of damage, though. He's just pumping deeps into Smurl. Oh, was that maybe 1 Crucible and then get a second one after? As he does get hit with the Disarm. He's still able to do some damage. I don't know if anybody can stop this guy. I actually don't know if anybody can stop Janezar. I have no idea if anybody can stop him. Going to be a stun onto Smurled. Stormbolt on Janezar. It looks like he shot him, Mildred. This guy's just showing off. Okay, Janezar, you just shot him Mildred a Stormbolt. You were just showing off at this point. I don't understand this. I don't understand. This guy has to be like rank 1 or something. He has to be. He's the only honor level of 54. Are you kidding me? You're kidding me. You're kidding me. No, no, no. That's an ult. That's an ult. That has to be an ult. That has to be someone's ult. I don't understand. That has to be someone's ult.